In this video, I'd like to go over a few of the things that can help you run faster. But before I get into that, let's go over a few things first. Before you do any of these tips I'm about to explain, the first thing that you should focus on is perfecting your form. There's plenty of articles and manuals online that you can find that isn't in the scope of this video. But just make sure that you have the proper form before you start doing some of these things. Another thing I suggest you do before you start doing some tips in this video is to eat properly. You need to have a well-balanced diet in order for your body to perform the best, and that includes running and training. It's also a good idea to track your current speed that you are currently. This will not only motivate you because you see how much you improved, but also it gives you a baseline, and you can also create goals based off that baseline, which ties very nicely into my next point, and that is make a goal. Make short-term goals like 3 months and 6 months, or you can even make yearly goals or 5-year goals. This is different for everyone, and everyone has a specific goal in mind. And the last thing, and I think the most overlooked thing, is to allow your body to rest. This includes any type of workout regimen that you start doing. Alright, let's get on to the tips. The first thing I recommend you do is do interval training. This not only builds endurance, but it builds muscle, and it also burns fat. If you have a goal of losing weight, then this is the first thing that you should do. But if you're also trying to improve your speed, whether you're doing a 5K or a marathon, this will greatly impact your results. If you find yourself in a plateau and you just can't seem to burst through it, interval training will help you push through your plateaus. It also motivates you. If you find you're bored with your training, interval training will spice things up. It also increases your aerobic capacity, which is your heart's and lungs' ability to provide oxygen to the rest of the body. This is vital if you want to improve your speed. The second thing I recommend you do is start a weightlifting regimen. A lot of people don't associate weightlifting or bodybuilding with running, and I'm here to tell you that it does, especially when you work out your legs. This point is pretty simple. The more muscle you have in your legs, the more your body's ability is to run faster. Few of the exercises that I personally recommend is squats, going all the way down and not just halfway, lying leg curls, and farmer's walk. There's plenty of other exercises that you can perform, but these are some of the best. You can create your own workout, or you can find one online, but make sure your workout includes working out your quads, calves, hamstrings, and your core as well. A lot of people don't really get out when they go running. They spend too much time on the treadmill, and they seem to get bored. They also meet plateaus, so it's important to switch up your workout environment, even if that means going to a different gym. You should also be running up hills. And I know that some treadmill have an incline. I think you get more out of the exercise if you actually are running up a hill, as opposed to a treadmill. You should also add a bike routine. This will spice things up as well, but will also improve muscles that you currently aren't using when you're running or even weightlifting. Biking and also swimming uses muscles that you never even thought you had. And if you do these a couple times, you'll understand what I mean, because all your muscles will be sore. And lastly, before I end this video, I'd like to talk about something I put together personally for you. It's a book called Enlightened Running, and it's a guide on how to take your running goals to a whole new level. It teaches you not only to run faster, but also longer, improving your endurance, and this includes from your diet all the way to proper form and everything else that you could even think of if you want to improve your running. I put a link into the description if you're interested.